Another day, another zola. Zola, man. So another day, another scene in the car. Yo, when God, like when people say, God loves when you're making plans, something along those lines. Smaki, we are like on some. What is it? I am a clown. I'm a big ass clown. That's what I am. Because I had such elaborate plans last night when I went to sleep in terms of what I'm doing this morning. I've done 2 out of 30 in terms of what I wanted to do. And it's now 10 a.m. past 10. Might even be past 10. So I completely missed the take a lot operating hours. Yes, so I'm going to take a lot quickly. Okay, so good morning. Good morning. Sunday morning past 10. And I had so many plans, didn't do most of them, but here we are trying to at least do a couple of the things I wanted to do today, which include going to Take a Lot to pick up my USB-C jack or adapter so that, yeah, like I was saying, we can start cooking with gas when it comes to sound on this channel. I need to get that for my lavalier mic. And then I've been meaning to deliver or post, courier, whatever, something for a friend for weeks, going on weeks. And I feel like this is probably the least busy I'll be in a while. So let me see if I can get this sent and then itate 7 to 9 working days yayo. And then I need to get some stuff for Sunday lunch, so I'm gonna do that as well. Doing my press-on nails for Sunday self-care out the window. It was Saturday self-care and it wasn't even for self-care. I was just bored last night, so I put on my smudge ready to wear tips yesterday, stuck them on last night while during my downtime. And then today I can do all those elaborate plans that I never got to do. So I am a joke. So let's go run some errands this Sunday morning, and then I'm gonna come back, finish off my laundry. Yeah, I'm just gonna have like a little bit of a mommy time out on my own because I feel like trying to get back into the swing of things. So let's go. Giving, you should have just stayed at home because I just went to PEP for no reason. Turns out the pepper was given for the Paxi courier thing does not exist on their system. Like, oh my god. So what was the point? I should have just stayed at home. So now I have to go back home basically with this package and then reconfirm which PEP it must be sent to in PE. Shits and giggles, that's all it is. Let me make my way to Take a Lot now. I know that's ready. I definitely know that's ready. I forgot. Okay, I'll do it when I get to Take a Lot. I wanted to share a little bit of a car review as well based on my recent experience. Oh, driver. So big, such a big pet. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Okay, while I unpack this, I wanted to do an informal review. Informal in that it's not going to be very technical, of the Suzuki Dzire that I drove while I was home, because the requirements for me when it comes to a car have nothing to do about the torque or the inches of the tires and whatever else other motoring jargon one would use in a review. But I felt it would be beneficial for someone who might be in the market looking for a car and possibly have a similar lifestyle where you might have off-road situations as well as city slicker situations as well, and you basically want to know what's happening with a particular vehicle. But now obviously I arrived at about 6 p.m. in the evening, and also I think I was just tired from work. I couldn't do anything like substantial at the time or during the time I had the car either than use it. So at this point, my review out of 5 for the Suzuki Dzire based on a few things will be a 3 out of 5. It does what it needs to do. It did what it needed to do, and I think I put it through the ringer a little bit in that, yeah, there was the off-road driving as well for its baby tires. But anyway, it was okay. I rented through First Car Hire. I've been using them for years as well. I've dabbled in the other rental companies as well, but I hired a Group B vehicle, so I got the Suzuki Dzire. I was expecting to get a Polo, because that's usually what you get with a Group B car, because it's supposed to be a 5-door hatchback, and some other requirements that I'll try and include in this video. But then whop whop, I got a sedan. Still had wheels and an engine, and it moved, so I wasn't really perturbed by that. But I do know for the same group, with the same company, I've also been given a Suzuki Baleno, which I wouldn't have minded, actually. I would have preferred it, just because I feel like it is sturdier on the road from my experience. I used it also for like a longish distance drive. I drove it from East London to PE and back in one day, and I enjoyed the drive with that model. But the Dzire, it does what it needs to do, depending on what you need it to do, right? So there's that. That's why it's like a 3 out of 5. But for the most part, when you're driving at questionable speeds, it does get a bit restless on the road, or at least that was my experience, in that you have to like have a bit of a firm grip on the steering. And that's one of the things I look out for, that a car must be steady on the road. I don't need a car that's going to be like going through a Habibi situation on the road. So that's what I found when I was like driving on the highway a lot. I found the steering very responsive, which is something that is very different from the model that I drive now. The model I drive now is very steady on the road. It's very stiff. It's very hard. You can like, it has weight, man. Don't know how to best describe it, but for a sedan, it was a very light car to drive. And also, I didn't get to finish the full tank, so once again, I can't give you like, oh, per 100 kilometers it did X amount of fuel. I can't really give an honest opinion on that, because I didn't finish the full tank I was given. And then I think with the 4 bars that I used, it took about 300 and something rand to get back to full tank, if I remember correctly. So on that, where that's concerned, also very fuel efficient, I thought. Yeah, and also, like I said, I drove a bit off-road, a bit in town, so I can't even say that, oh, if it had off-road tires, because it wasn't within my control to have all those things. But for the most part, yeah, if you're looking for a nice city slicker kind of vehicle, I thought it did like a decent job. Nimble in terms of the steering, and I enjoyed the drive for what it was, because like I said, it was doing what it needed to do. But I would have preferred like a Baleno, or if they give starlets in these rental companies, I would have preferred a starlet, because I've driven a couple of Suzuki models. I've driven the Swift, I've driven the Baleno, now it's the Dzire. I also love the model, the Vitara. I love the design of the Vitara, so that's also like the kind of range I'd be looking for if I was going for a Suzuki vehicle that's a bit more ground clearance versus like a Dzire for those off-road situations, but not quite having it be a Grand Vitara. I don't need that much space, I don't need that much power. Yeah, man, I thought it was cute. It was cutesies. So I enjoyed it. So if you're in the market for a vehicle and you're going to be like literally maybe you and a partner and a child, you and a partner, you're going to be in town a lot, zipping around, it's a cute car. I'd consider it, because I just saw a post earlier this morning actually where someone was saying, I'm starting to fall out of love with the household brands when it comes to cars. And then the example of non-household brands they show were the GWM, it was the Cherry, and the Kia. And I was like, well, that's very offensive, because that's a household brand for certain people versus a German brand. So that was offensive. But I do like considering brands that are off the beaten path when it comes to cars. So that'll be non-German, non-Japanese. My previous vehicle prior to this one was French, and the vehicle prior to that was Japanese. So this is my first attempt at a relationship with a German vehicle, and so far I get the hype. I won't lie, I get the hype, I get the appeal, but let's give other kids a chance, and I'd give Suzuki a chance, especially based on my experience with the Baleno. Not so much the Dzire, but each to his own. And now I want to just pick up some stuff from like either Pick and Pay or Spar for Sunday lunch. So yeah, let's go.
I was rolling through the gram, girl, I had to follow. You say what's up with you? You got my soul.
Becomes yet another scene from the car. I'm just going to the car to fetch my water bottle. I'm not sure what I did to aggravate my gastro again, but I'm just feeling a bit of discomfort. So I'm gonna try drink some water. I just have one more meeting. I'm walking right past my car. I just have one more meeting. I can go work from home essentially. So critical but stable. Yeah. Fetching my bag. Some relation to Stanley, of course. Try and drink some water and power through the rest of the morning. Definitely not. Tag, because I feel like I've been recording so much in the car. Hi guys. I hope this video isn't long, but I have a feeling it is. And I'm going to take this few minutes just to close off the vlog. I'm exhausted. Let's start there. I'm so exhausted. And it's now like 25 to 6, so it's 17:56 really. It's 17:36 on Monday evening, I guess. And I'm on my way to picking up the Braden from school, because I have a cut-off time of 6 p.m. to fetch him, or at least 5:45 or 6 p.m. to fetch him. But just a quick wrap up of today. I went back to work obviously after a whole week of sick leave. It was a lot, and if I'm being honest, I was just pushing through today. I'm still not feeling myself. And I think in another video I'll also just go through my health struggle or health struggles, because I think I'm still feeling the after effects of being sick last week. But long story short, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. There's something else I wanted to say, man. I'm gonna try and get something for supper. I'm running a bit late in terms of starting at the grocery store and then fetching my son, so I'm probably gonna fetch him and then go to the grocery store. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching till this far. There was a couple of things I wanted to add on, but I think this video is too long now, so I'm gonna you see now it's kind of, because I even forgot to bring along my microphone, so I hope this is clear enough. But bottom line, went to work, started off so great, because I also started off with a session with my therapist today before I went to work. Then went to the office, obviously tried to get back into the swing of things, and around like lunchtime my body just started throwing gang signs at me again, and that's basically where I lost interest. I was so bored, just in terms of the day and getting content and basically taking you along with me. I think also I just had a lot of catching up to do, and I had meetings to attend to, and that also took up a large chunk of my day. There was something else I was just trying to wrap up now. That's why I left late, but I realized that no, I think it's basically a sign for me to log off, shut down, no more warm regards for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and joining my little neighborhood on the internet, and don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video, and hit me up with a comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed it, and also what parts of this video you would like to see more of, because then obviously as well, I like to think I'm a giver. What you ask for you shall receive. So yeah, I'm all about giving people what they want. And yeah, let me close off this vlog for now. Until next time, thank you so much. Okay, bye now.